Hello and welcome. It's Katrin and it's Wednesday, October 25th today. Oh, Halloween soon. I can't believe. So the time is running as always, and I wanted to quickly jump on today and answer two questions. And I'm going to share my screen in a moment. The first question is going to be answered for an essential oil that is currently not in the database and something that came in as an email request on how to do it. And then the other one is a bug in the system we found, nothing big and dangerous, just that when you upload your product image in the create section, it's not going to show up in the formulation section. So I'm going to show you both of these things because there's a workaround until Seth has fixed it. And I wanted to make sure that you know how this workaround is working. All right, so let me just go in here. One click moment. I'm going to share my screen. Present, share my screen, window, entire screen, and then let's go and take screen number 2. All right, share this one. Okay. So I think that's working. Let's choose this one down here. Okay, perfect. All right, so you're seeing the first page of Blend Precisely. And now let's just go quickly. So I got the request. Let me go in so it's a bit more clear. And turn off my emails. Okay, so when you go in and you type in, for example, this one is about Pinus mugo, the essential oil, and you see all of these Latin names coming up and yours is missing. So when something is missing, we have the new raw ingredient request form, and I'm going to actually, let me just plug this one in. So when an ingredient is missing, there's no way for you to really enter it until we have added it from the back end. And now let me just put this one. So use this form to request a new raw ingredient, please, because why we are doing this is because we are actually adding the raw ingredient not just as it is, as you can see here, with the common name, the Latin name, but once you add it and you go to labels, you will also see, well, this one is a bad example because it's just sodium bicarbonate. Let's choose a Pinus oil. So if you go down here to the label section where you can then get everything out, you will see that there is actually the INCI name as well. And so for us, we enter the density, we enter the common name, the safety information, all of these information. So there are over 1,000, I believe 1,200 ingredients right now. And when you download the ingredients data sheet, and let me show you how this one looks like for a moment, then you will see that you have many ingredients in here, right? So this one is when you want to make or when you have bulk upload of ingredients and you really want to put all of your ingredients in at the same time. You've got the essential oil section here and you have the other ingredients over here. And then the only 5 columns you want to fill out are these ones. Now, if you add an ingredient to the bottom of the list and try to upload it again through the system, so let's say you add the Pinus down here and you hope that it's going to be uploaded, it will not be the case. And the reason is that we have not entered it into the back system. And the reason why we are entering it in the back system, into our back system first, is so we have accurate information when it comes to density, safety, INCI name, Latin name, which category it needs to be in, and so on. So if you're using the Excel spreadsheet and you're just adding it to the bottom of the list, it's not going to be added this way. So please, when you have a new ingredient that you see missing from the list of all ingredients And here you can see the categories as well. Sometimes we get an ingredient in, and it's a cosmetic ingredient, especially because aromatherapy doesn't have so many different categories. We mostly see essential oils, carrier oils, hydrosols, and some butters. But when you start creating cosmetic recipes, you're actually seeing way more categories. And maybe you see herbs as well. In herbalism, we have dried herbs a lot, right? But for cosmetic, you have the thickener, and you have surfactant and preservatives and powders and fragrances and so on. So we need to enter the ingredient first for you. We wish it would be actually that you enter it, but there is so much possibility of human error. The more people enter something into the system, the less accurate it will be. And that just happens. It's human error. But here we have a QA system that one person enters it, the other one takes a look at it, and then it goes out to you. And so, like, for example, this Pinus Mugo, when you give me the raw ingredient sheet here right now, then I have the possibility to add as per your text, and then also please give me where you buy it, because what I can do is, first of all, enter it much faster, and second of all, if you purchase it from, let's say, Eden Botanicals or Floriana, there's a difference between them, and not everybody has a GCMS report. So if something is missing, like the correct Latin name, or that's rare actually, but the correct INCI name often is missing, then I can contact the supplier directly and ask them in behalf of you. So yeah, so there's a whole thing we do for you actually, so you have the most accurate information available on your side when you open up Blend Precisely. Okay, so um, so I'm going to send this sheet one more time around to everyone, so you have the new raw ingredient request form available. Okay, then the other thing was, today was, let me show you. When you enter a recipe, and let me just put this one in, and you enter a recipe, I'm just going to pull one up here. It doesn't really matter which one. And you want to enter the product photo. You see here the product photo right now as is Blend Precisely, and then you can obviously change it. So you click on here, and let's just take this one for a moment, and then it's adding it here, and then you click save. Right, so let me just see, homemade test, comfrey, self, recipe, save. Something is always going on with that. There it is with my browser. It's actually Chrome. They have a huge bug in there, but they're trying to fix it. Okay, and then you go over to your formulation. You search for your formulation, comfrey. Let's search for it. And then you can see that the image didn't get uploaded here. And that is a bug. And that is something Seth is actually working on and will repair. Now, the workaround for now is that you click Edit Image here on top. You go and upload the image from here. Okay. And then that's it. And then you can go actually into the formulation, and the image will show up here as well. So that is your current workaround. I want it to work in here, and it will work again in here. But right now, if you want to upload all of your product images, you would need to go over to My Formulations, and then click Edit Images up here, and then you can add all of yours actually in one sitting. It might be even more practical, I'm not sure. But you can add all of these ones in one sitting and then change them around as you need. And the last one, what I wanted to say is getting your, that was another question that came up, how to get your formulations into the different categories. Well, first of all, you want to establish your own categories by clicking this little button up here, the little plus sign, and then you create a category, click save, and then it will come up here again. And then you can choose all of the recipes that should go into a certain category. Like, for example, I have here the Tamworth Farmers Market, and I say, you know what, I want all of my scraps I'm creating for the Tamworth Farmers Market to show up in Tamworth, in the Tamworth Farmers Market. Then I would highlight them all by clicking these little check boxes, click Edit, and then add them to the category Tamworth Farmers Market. And then you can click Go. And then the 4 will show up here in the Tamworth Farmers Market. So it just changed the number from 0 to 4, and they will show up there. And this way you can actually categorize your recipes then as well, or your formulations, into these different categories as you want them. And we have a set of our own categories, but obviously those might be not all enough. And oops, let me just go over here. I'm gonna go. This is the Chrome thing. Okay. So you can also delete them. So if you're not using some of the recipes, these are all based on, at some point we requested them. We asked them, what kind of categories would you like? And then these came up. But if you say, okay, I'm never going to use cooking recipes with my oils, you can go ahead, check mark them, and delete them out here. And you don't need them anymore. And that's basically it. So you can create your own list of categories. Again, you can check mark those ones here and then go to the edit button and then add them to the categories. And then editing or adding an image is by simply using the edit image button up here. All right, so that's what I wanted to show you today. And I'm going to send out the raw ingredient form one more time. The turnaround time is usually 24 to 48 hours, often faster, depending how many ingredients we get in. But this way, we have everything and everybody has access to most of the ingredients we see here. And that's quite a bit of ingredients. So okay, we have 1040 ingredients right now in here. So this one is like a huge database already, and it's thanks to everyone else and us initially to entering it. But the more we can add, the more pleasure we can have in blending and creating everything. So that's it. And I hope to see you very soon. And I will talk to you soon. All right. Bye.